kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. First down, Justin Herbert. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They run the counter with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. All
right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. the gun, Herbert. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They try again with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard
line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Herbert. Completion here to Claypool. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
it now. On the move to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To Irv Smith.
Irv Smith Jr. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
The point is good.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 21-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Mooney. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
By the Vikings.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he's got a man. ahead, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
First and goal.
Between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Waddle able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this will be caught by Mooney. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for it all. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 21.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Trey Flowers. Herbert's pass intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run again on first down. Cook, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Bears 25.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The ball carrier.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the Vikings first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They run the counter. Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
57, Mike, 57.
On second down, here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Herb Smith. Incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
To Will Fuller.
Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Vikings' 26-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Donald Parham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Good.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
6-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The 20. Woo! Touchdown, Vikings.
On the carry.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
Lining up for the extra point.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
I'm going back to you.
And to give this time to the tailback. Accelerating, and off he goes.
All you got to do is look at it.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew,
You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.